Hello? Ma? Hello?
We'll have to say goodnight and welcome to everyone on the program. It is always a pleasure to be with you, of course, to talk about what's making the news, to let you know what's happening here in Grenada and other parts of the world. I just thought that this video is so funny for somebody who might be having a tough time, who probably was having a hard day, to start it off with a little laughter. So hello and welcome to everyone currently tuned in, those of you who are here in Grenada and probably outside of Grenada. Welcome to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson. We are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, Grenada, where we have in abundance the sun, the sea, the sun, and so many other things to go with it. And of course, folks, so many things are happening. The industrial climate seems to be heating up with more protest action today from teachers as well as GCNA workers. We'll tell you about that. Venezuela donates $200,000 to Grenada to purchase COVID-19 vaccines. I think we were telling you about that yesterday. And no new fees at the General Hospital, according to officials there. It contradicts reports, well, not official reports, but in some quarters on social media, persons claiming that there are new charges. And of course, yes, GCNA workers in Guave down tools in protest of better working conditions and things that are owed to them, rightfully owed to them. We'll talk about that. And we have an update for you on the drug confiscation in the early morning high-speed chase and drug seizure we told you about earlier this week. All right. A popular businessman in St. Mark is in trouble as his equipment was seized, and there were other charges. We'll talk about that in a moment. And guess what? China makes COVID-19 anal swabs mandatory for foreigners who come into the country. We'll tell you more about that. And 105 prison inmates in St. Lucia test positive for COVID-19. So we have all that and more to tell you about when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. We want to say thank you for joining us. Hello, hello, hello to you. If you have not yet done so, we'd like to please ask of you to please share the program. When you do so, that's how other people get to know that we are live. So go ahead and share the business. And when we come back, it's going to be real news in all your lily lolo. So brace all yourself. We are coming back.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
We are all essential in the fight against COVID-19.
At Courts, we're doing our part and we encourage you to stay at home, stay safe and shop online at www.shopcourts.com.
For added convenience, our Courts online customers will receive free delivery and get up to 20% off televisions, appliances and homewares. Plus, if you shop with Ready Finance, you will pay nothing down for 60 days. Now, You can stay home, shop online, and save.
Remember, do the essential. Wear a mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing, stop the spread.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, they easy?
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, again, we'd like to officially welcome every one of you currently tuned in to tonight's program, Audio. So the first thing that we have to tell all you about, boys, a continuation of what we were supposed to tell you yesterday. Foreign Affairs Minister Oliver Joseph, he has described Venezuela as a genuine friend to Grenada after disclosing that the South American Spanish-speaking nation is one of the countries that has presented the island with cash to help purchase COVID-19 vaccines. It says that I wish to point out and highlight the contribution of the people and the government of Venezuela. It says that we know what Venezuela is going through. We know the blockade against Venezuela. We know all the protests that are taking place. And Mr. Speaker, Venezuela has donated US $200,000 to Grenada for the purchase of vaccines in this difficult time. Joseph told members during Tuesday's sitting of the lower house of Parliament. He was at the time updating members of the House about activities undertaken and or achieved by his ministry in the last 2 months. Now, he went on and on and on to speak about a whole issue, about the importance of those kind of relationships and so on, and highlighted some of the other relationships that have been fostered. All right. Okay, Ollie, so the next thing that we need to tell Ollie about, boy, you might have seen on social media, people are talking about new hospital fees, particularly, going locks just now in Rastafari, ready to make the transition. Anyway, so about fees relating to pregnant women, who go to do delivery and so on, that there are new fees and so on. Well, you might have seen it on social media. If you haven't, well, we're telling you about it. So there's been this talk about the hospital increasing fees and so on. And the Ministry of Health, they said that they wanted to clarify what they are saying is misconceptions about increased hospital fees. Acting Permanent Secretary with responsibility for hospital services and community health services, Hannah Julian St. Paul's, she says this couldn't be further from the truth.
No, this information cannot be more further from the truth, because at our hospital we have not made any changes to our fees in several years. Whatever payments that was and has been done is what still continues. I am not sure if persons are being confused with the PCR testing that is being done. So persons who are traveling, people for different reasons, or quarantine persons and so, we are doing our PCR testing for them. And this is the only test that I know has a fee of that $405 that we are speaking of. Well, there is no fees attached, based on what I know, to labor and delivery at the hospital. Persons who are accessing our operating theatre for surgeries and so, the recommendation based on our guidelines, based on PAHO recommendation, it has been implemented throughout the region. It's not only in Grenada. We are doing PCR testing for persons. So we understand the risk, because if we were to put someone onto a machine in the operating theatre and there were a positive case, you could understand the catastrophe that can happen there, right? So we have to take all precautions in that case. So for the operating theatre and so, we have to do a PCR testing.
All right, thank you very much. Fellas, not already followed yet. Take all the time. Good. Olio. So the next thing that we have to tell Olio about, boy, according to reports, Alexandra Otway will be an advisor to Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell. According to one report, she took up her new portfolio or new office or new responsibility as of this week. It seems that she's really looking forward to playing that role, being the advisor to the Prime Minister. All right, let me friend. I'll do it, let me friend. Anyway, so we are moving on. Olio. So the next thing that I want to tell Ollie about while we're moving, how are we looking for time? I come on Ollie tonight because I main plan to stay here tonight, though. Tonight is Wednesday, Thursday, Tomorrow is Friday. I want to start the thing Ollie. So here the thing now. So yesterday was the teachers out in the streets protesting, block the road and thing, block the road. Today, whole new set of people from a totally different sector. This time, GCNA workers. You understand? Now, there was a 1 hour protest today in front of the Nutmeg Pooling Grove, the pool. You understand? It was summoned by their bargaining agent, the bank, and the General Workers Union. So today the members had their placards and so on, and they were complaining of what they describe as uncaring attitude from the heads, from the employer, from the management of the GCNA. They are saying that the management has been refusing to meet with them to discuss pertinent issues. You understand? The workers say the working condition there, jed. You understand? It don't dread. It jed. With a J. You understand? They say they get things will look like scabies on their skin and thing. You understand? They're also saying that their pay is embarrassing. And so they want an increase in their salaries, and every time they need something to change with the GCNA, they say they have to protest for it. So they say, watch now, this time nothing goes up. So today was the first, and they say if they ain't get no sort of satisfaction, then they could get all the other pool on them to join them. And there are quite a few pools around Grenada. They say that if they play with their money, it's problem. Huh? They say it's problem. One protester says, listen, I ain't recommending working. Listen, she said she would not advise anyone to come and work there.
Very tight now, and we need money. I've been working here, let's see, over 15 years now. And every time we have to get a raise of pay, if we don't protest, we don't get it. We have to fight to get everything we want from GCNA. It's not an easy road, and our work is not an easy work. If we don't make it, we don't get paid for it. We have to make it to get paid for it. We walk down on the machine, which is the extracting part of the machine, where we choose the nuts from the shell, from the broken ones, from the pieces, and that work is not an easy work. So that's where the process begins. It begins from down there, and then it goes to the sink. From the sink, it comes to the front. So the most important part of work comes from the machine. My day pay, daily bread work is 170 pounds a nutmeg per day. And if I don't make 170 pounds a nutmeg per day, I don't get paid for it, which is 28 cents a pound. So if I don't make that 170, that's my day work. And if I don't make that, I don't get paid for it. I have to make it to get paid for it. So it's not easy. It's not an easy road for us to travel inside. It's not an easy task for none of us inside there. The road is hard inside there. So we there from sunrise to sunset. Sometimes we come in dark night and we go dark night. 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. All day. And just to raise the pay, it's so difficult for them to do it. But at the end of the day, everybody have to survive, and everybody have children to send to school. Everybody have bills to pay. It's not one set of people that have bills to pay, and it's not one set of people that have children to look after. Bills to pay, food to eat, but at least they have in the house, so they don't care about the poor ones inside there. If we don't struggle, we can't make it. Inside there is a struggle. I don't advise nobody to come in to ask for a job inside there, because it's not easy. It's not an easy road.
Dread, listen, hold on.
Right?
Dread, listen, You see that last line that lady say? And we not know body language expert or anything. That hurt that lady now. That lady is in a lot of pain there. She speak, from her heart. You understand? Somebody do the math for me. 170 pounds of nutmeg per day at 28 cents per pound, right? Do the math. And then when you take out NIS and thing in that's barely $900 or so. Somebody do the math for me, please. What is your take-home monies at the end of the month? I want to know. So you're telling me that all these years, these places and them in existence, that the kind of money them people working for? Mommy, that what you used to work for? Because I know my mother used to work there, and my mother had 8 children to mine. You know what I mean? My mother there on the program. And mommy, that's what you used to work for? Let me know, and I'm gonna get me how to call it. That is real. Look here. So no serious. No, all joke aside. All joke aside. That ain't get money. All them people working for? Your mother neck. No sir. No sir. Anyway. I don't know what y'all know when they say the pool, what they talking about, right? The place where they just do up all the nutmeg thing and them. I respect all they from today. Another protester said all she wants is she money. She see they just work hard, so all they want is to be paid reasonably.
Right now we need liquor money, and they playing us hard. But we have to get it somehow, because right now the shipment is on, so they have to pass the money, because we want the money and we don't go without the money. When this shipment is on, we working from 6 to 6, and Saturday 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock or whatever. So we're working very hard in the dust, and that's very difficult, because it just giving us a lot of rash and all kind of scabies on our skin, you understand? So they have to stand up and give us the money, otherwise they don't know. Thank you.
My name is Raphael Paul.
I'm not ready for you yet, Raphael. All the busy so tonight. You understand? It's tough. It's tough. I can't imagine having to sit down there and pull out this thing and do this and do this. And when you do the math, it's just about $900 something you're taking home. Because when you do the math, if they're working like for 5 days a week, you understand? They're working for something with, let's say, about $47 a day. Somebody tell me the thing make a sum about $47. Me not a mathematician. So that's $47 somewhere within that range. 5 days per week. You understand? No. Well, I don't know if they just work on Saturdays, but I'm just saying the average. You know, that's just about $900, you know. Me no money pain in the ass. What? No, sir. That's a day work for some people. $900 a week work for some people who working less in better conditions. Anyway, let you leave that talk. Well, maybe thing hard. I ain't know, Papa. I tell you, that what I tell you, I would never get involved in politics and things because turning up the place, you know. That's me where I get money. I just equality, you know. You know, be nobody coming quite up there and the people, they quite down there, and not under my watch. And I telling all about it. I don't know how these things persist for so long. That would never happen under people around my circle. Never. Never. Me stop before I start to cry. Because you know I stay already. Mr. Joseph, he's from the Bank and General Workers Union. And the GCNA falls under his responsibility. And he's saying that, you know, they've been trying to hold meetings and get the general manager and them and so on involved in some sort of discussion. But that is not happening.
Well, basically, we believe that the workers here at GCNA has been denied certain basic rights that they're entitled to, certain benefits. And despite our best effort, really, as trying to resolve the issues, up to today, we haven't gotten very far. The whole situation emulated sometime October last year, right? So a group of workers here complained that they did not get the NIS unemployment benefit for periods that they were home, right? They submitted a list of about 38 names, and we felt it was a lot, which actually needed looking into. And they also complained about some other working conditions that existed here. So subsequently, we wrote management, the manager of GCNA, sometime in October last year, asking him for our audience, because of course we have a signed industrial agreement with the organization. If there's a grievance, there's an article which provides that the employer and the union meets together and discuss those issues. We wrote him in October. Up until December, we did not even get a line as far as to acknowledge receipt of our letter. I subsequently had made several calls to the manager's office, no less than half a dozen. Every single time I call is either he's in a meeting, he's not there, something going on. I always left messages with the secretary. When I call back, I say, but haven't you given him the message? Not one phone call, right? And we felt that really and truly it was just, you know, not the best in the best interest for our workers. So subsequently in December, on the 4th of December, we wrote the Labour Commissioner asking him to intervene in the matter. We waited again until January, sometime in January, not a word from the Labour Commissioner, not a word from the employer. I mean, workers are just frustrated over the situation because they believe that these monies are entitled to them. They continue to work in poor conditions, and they don't have the luxury of time on their side. And so we spoke to the Labour Commissioner, then he couldn't find the letter, or he didn't see the letter. We gave him a hard copy of a new one, and then still nothing has happened. Up to last week, right, they were going around in circles, right? Last week, finally the Labour Commissioner office told me, look, we're going to have a meeting on Tuesday, that's Tuesday gone. On Friday, they were calling and say, look, GCNA is not going to come to the meeting. I said, why is he not going to come to the meeting? I mean, tell him that we're going to be in the meeting, and if he's not in the meeting, then we'll move to another level. We went to the meeting on Tuesday, he wasn't there, none of them from GCNA was there, and hence we had to escalate the situation to make a public statement that we are serious about this situation, and our responsibility is to represent workers and to ensure that workers' rights are defended and that they get the best working terms and conditions. And we're not going to sit by and allow no manager anywhere, whether it's GCNA or elsewhere, to take advantage of workers like that.
They would not say, no, sir. You understand? And it's been long, what should I say? I need to be responsible when I say that. There have been speculations that hasn't been proven that after working under these conditions for a substantial amount of time, that it severely compromises one's health. There was situations where very young people who worked within that same building died, of one complication or the next, some respiratory complications and so on. But those are all speculations, and they have not been scientifically proven. So there has for years been skepticisms about working within that particular pool. I'm just saying that for what it's worth. Okay, so the next thing that we have to talk about, the other day we told you about a drug bust, and so we have an update for you on that. Kevin Philip alias Gath, 28 years fisherman, and Shamar Langdon, a 24-year-old bartender, both of Paradise St. Andrew, who were arrested and charged by officers of the Drug Squad unit on Monday, 1st March 2021, appeared at the St. George's number 3 Magistrates Court today, Thursday, 4th March 2021. Philip and Langdon were charged for the offense of trafficking a controlled drug, to wit 292 pounds of cannabis. Langdon was granted bail in the amount of $85,000. What? For drugs? For marijuana? Your mother neck. $85,000 with 2 sureties. He is to surrender all his travel documents and must request permission from the court to travel, while Philip was remanded to Her Majesty's prisons, and they will reappear in court on March 10th, 2021. So what happens when, so all these things that we know is illegal and stuff like that. I'm wondering, so when marijuana becomes legal and the persons are in prison for drugs that have not yet been destroyed, what happens? Is the court system now going to deposit the value of the drugs in the account of those who are in prison until they get out, after they serve their time because they broke the law then? What's going to happen? I don't know. Thinking out loud. When they come out, they rich? Paddlers? Jan, no. Anyway, lately that talk. Boy. When all you want to set up all the laws and stuff when it comes to marijuana and how we will go forward, y'all gotta check me. Because I have some ideas. You don't need to do no consultation, just check me. I have it figured out. Anyway, let me go. Only the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy. Shy Boy, the very popular shop in St. Mark, and the proprietor, they seem to be in a liquor problem. The police in Victoria arrested and charged businessman in that community for playing of amplified music without permission from the Commissioner of Police, hosting an unlawful gathering, failing to remain confined to a place of residence, and selling intoxicated liquor without license. Charged with these offenses are Derry George alias Shy, a 46-year-old entrepreneur of Diamond Street, Victoria, St. Mark. Now, these charges stem from several breaches where warnings and notices were issued in accordance with the Noise Pollution Act, the Liquor License Act, and the Public Health Regulations. Notwithstanding this, the owner continuously committed acts contrary to the law. In accordance with the Noise Pollution Act, musical instruments inclusive of a turntable, JB system equalizer, among others, were seized pending the conclusion of the court hearing. Jano! The pan end up in a little hot water there. Small thing, man. Small thing. You know what I mean? We are moving on. How we looking for time? Alright. Yeah, I was up in St. Mark's today, and I was up in St. Mark's, man. I said, I'm going to check out the place. You know, going up on the western side, they put up some nice little things in some areas, you know, for tourists and things. But then you realize them locals and them going and enjoy it and things. I like the little vibes, you know. It's been a while since I take a trip up that side. Not a bad trip at all. Not as bad as I thought, you know, considering the diversions. Yo, when I saw the pass by Perseverance, boy, Jano! Hey, yo, Perseverance! Rubbish heap! Listen, just so you can see the sky, you know! I ain't making it up! No, I remember when I was little boy! Looking at it, Dumpy was down in a hole! Today, you have to look up, you have to hold your neck. I ain't making it up. You have to hold your neck when you want to watch something. Listen, we will have a problem soon. I'm giving the dump 3 to 5 years. Well, not even 5, not even quite there. I'm giving the dump 2 years. 2. And we would need to find an alternative location for the nation's waste. Or else we got to burn it again. You understand? I ain't making it up. Soon, I mean, it's just obvious. We will need to find somewhere to dump waste. I'll go say Mikey this and the program, Mark did it. We are moving on. Earlier, a prominent businessman in St. David says the protest that happened on Sunday makes no sense. He says the people who come to protest are people who are ill-informed of what was happening in the area. Everybody knows Jack of the Natural Works. See, you understand? He said before people protest, they must inform themselves of what's taking place. Jack brave enough. And listen. Kid, folks, I ain't kidding you, right? Jack show up. And then people protest, and he expressed his disappointment. He expressed his dissent for what was taking place there. Listen, that man could fight war.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Raphael Sylvester, better known as Jack. Born and raised Grenadian, live and reside in Las Vegas, even at this present time. The issue now is what happens to the pond, the developer, and its people. Genuinely, and frankly, I grow here, almost live in the pond, catching my goodies like crabs and other things. There goes an opportunity where we all can benefit as a people. I don't see what this protest is about. So far I could call it unnecessarily protesting, because what I'm saying, if we have a clear understanding of what is happening, definitely we'll have a different picture. In my opinion, the developer is doing something. Some of the persons are saying what they don't know about. What I'm asking, if you don't know, ask. I've recently spoken with the developer, and he says that some of the things that he's planned to do, he've already said it. I questioned him, I asked questions, I got answers. So I think it's unreasonable for people to protest who doesn't know what the project is all about. Generally, I feel it's going to be a benefit for the whole of our village, the parish, the country, and everybody. But what I'm saying, let's look for balance. What we're looking at is balance. And if one is ignorant, you will not know until you ask questions and seek the knowledge to learn what you know nothing about. It is not a genuine, balanced, reasonable protest. That's in my opinion. And for that matter, it's not, apart from my opinion. So I would like to see people get to know what's happening, seek information, ask the developer questions which I know the answers are there. And I think it might be better if all of us respect each other and have something going for the benefit of everybody. Thank you.
Well, Jack, no, I ain't lying to say Jack. Raphael, who is his partner, in fact, Raphael said Jack brought him there for the first time. And these are two people whose opinions on the whole matter is not answered.
Well, my name is Raphael Paul. Most people call me Pablo. And I'm coming all the way from St. Mark, Sunset City, Victoria. And I am here because I am aware of the critical environmental asset, the ecosystem asset that we have. And my concern is that we are destroying a major ecotourism asset in the name of tourism development. That is the concern that I have. Because based on the videos that I have seen, it has really gotten rid of what I knew existed there. I was speaking with the man in charge of the Las Angeles place out there, Mr. Raphael Sylvester. And he is the first person that brought me to that site. And it is a major habitat for migrating birds, and that's one of the things that can serve to enhance our tourism product. And I don't see the need why we should be destroying a major ecotourism asset in the name of tourism development.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. And of course, we are moving on. Oh, yeah. I tell you all. Listen, why are you talking? You see Jack in the back? No, I was telling you, Jack is no. Listen, Jack. No, I tell you all the way.
My name is Rick.
Watch. Why are we talking, right? While they're talking, look at Jack in the back. And Jack was talking to Mr. Persuader, who is the head, and others, who is the head of the National Democratic Congress. They were the ones who spearheaded the protest. But Jack go there and Jack said, nah, fellas. Nah, look what Jack in the back. Nah, man. I tell you, Jack, they could take you alone to protect the Capitol, the building. Yes, and I see they talking about how much 100 and 1,000 soldiers. They say they want an extra 1,000 soldiers to protect the Capitol because they think there are plans to attack the Capitol again. They could take Jack alone. Anyway, let me that talk. Jack is my dog though. Yeah, I mean. Anyway, all you hear that piece now. Hear that piece. China has made anal. I don't mean to tell all of that one. I ain't shoe. China has made anal COVID-19 swabs mandatory for all foreign travelers arriving in the country, according to a report. No. What is that rap? Anyway, lately that piece. No, hold on, no. I want to give you the background, let's get serious now. Now, the government has claimed that such tests provide a higher degree of accuracy than other screening methods for the virus. So as part of the new travel requirements, there will be testing hubs in Beijing and Shanghai airports. You understand? They're saying that, they need accuracy, they need to be sure. You understand? And to take the swab in the back, yo! That jet! Well, that's nice, because I did say, you know what? I'm going on a little vacation. But on a serious note, I said if I have to travel anywhere for vacation, I'll go to China. Honestly, I'm serious. You know what I mean? So I was making preparations for that, but here what's going on. You see, with that piece, I go send me home. That would be like how you do that? Like you walk in a line and you know them Chinese and them. Yo, listen, and they brave enough, eh? You know, that's a regular line, you know? Just a regular line. You see how you go down there, for the content and they go beep, 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 beep. Yeah, son. Them Chinese were just required to pull your pants and then go boop, 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 boop. I ain't even making it up. Anyway. Just so they think you've heard it all. All right. But seriously, it's my preferred holiday destination, China. Okay, let's go. Now, we had a lot of rain today, thank God. So I guess Nawasa could breathe a sigh of relief. But that's not always the case. And before we go to that story, we need to tell you that we're running out of time. So that story about the prison with the COVID-19 in St. Lucia, we'll probably tell you about that tomorrow because it's not time sensitive. Tomorrow, God's willing, 105 inmates at a prison in St. Lucia, they've tested positive for COVID-19. They are trying to see if they can get some vaccines in there. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow, God's willing, because we had to run. We have this to tell you. We have started a series of programs of very short videos informing you of what's to take place with regard to the water sector here in Grenada. We have a 2-minute video to show you right now. And we got to let you know that the extreme weather events and droughts affecting Grenada can have a negative impact on the supply of water to our medical centers. Now, one of the sub-activities under the component 3 of the G-Cruise project aims to make medical centers disaster resilient. Brilliant, right? Now, a part of the G-Cruise project is to improve, upgrade, and increase the current 14 medical centers' water storage capacity for emergency cases. Dr. Hans Werner Tyson, G's project manager, he gives emphasis on the importance of ensuring that the hospital has the adequate water supply system during emergencies. Now, this is to ensure that the health centers become more resilient post-natural disasters.
Hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis pose a challenge for medical centers in their supply of water. Water pipelines can be broken, leaving medical centers without water, impacting the ability to increase their current supply. Approximately 14 medical centers will undergo upgrades in the ability to increase their storage capacity for emergency cases. These supply systems will be designed for having 300 liters per day for a period of 3 days. Health facilities serve as one of the first group of buildings for restoration in the event of a disaster.
So there's special attention to the hospitals, because the hospitals, and you know that better than me, during the hurricanes I suffered a lot not having enough water to supply to the people who needed most the water in this case after the hurricane. And also there they will get some special infrastructure to have more resilient water supply system for the hospitals.
As part of the resilient component of the GCF projects, the project had included the construction of storage facilities at health centers across the island. This would assist health centers to be more resilient post a natural disaster, post an extreme weather event. If NAWASA systems are delayed in coming online, these health facilities are supposed to have their standalone backup or standalone storage system that would help with a quick response in the event of some natural disasters.
The scope of works to be undertaken apart from the drinking water storage tanks also include improvements to plumbing and or rainwater harvesting infrastructure at 14 community health facilities and related services.
All right, and you can join us next day for the final in this series of programs. So what I want to do right now is to take a quick break, and when I come back, it will be the national report. We'll have the weather as well for you, so all you stay tuned for that.
Hello? Ma? Hello?
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education.
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the communal. Contact us today.
The various COVID-19 vaccines work differently, but all do the same thing. They stop COVID-19 from making you sick. When someone usually gets sick from a virus, that virus has been able to get into the body's cells and force them to make more of the virus. And until a body has had enough time to make antibodies to fight the virus, that person will stay sick. But when you get a COVID-19 vaccine, it tells your cells to pretend to look like COVID-19 cells. And because your body's defenses think those are COVID-19 cells, even though they aren't, your defenses start preparing antibodies to fight the virus, even though you don't have the virus, and your body won't attack your cells that look like COVID-19. Now with your body prepared, if the real COVID-19 virus comes along, your body is ready to stop it right away, so you won't get sick. All because the vaccine prepared your body. So, get your vaccine when it becomes available, so your body is protected.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Lavish the world's best vodka cocktail.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Feel good facts.
Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Permanent Secretary responsible for hospital services denies reports of increase in fees for hospital services. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Thursday, March 4th, 2021, I am Sherry Ann Noel. The Acting Permanent Secretary with responsibility for hospital and community health services in the Ministry of Health has denied reports of increased fees for services at the General Hospital. Mrs. Hannah Julian St. Paul told the Government Information Service that fees remains the same, the only difference being the introduction of fees for PCR testing that came into effect in 2020.
At our hospital, we have not made any changes to our fees in several years. Whatever payments that was and has been done is what still continues. I am not sure if persons are being confused with the PCR testing that is being done. So persons who are traveling, people for different reasons, or quarantine persons and so, we are doing our PCR testing for them. And this is the only test that I know has a fee of that $405 that we are speaking of.
Mrs. Julian St. Paul also says there are no fees attached to the gynecology ward for delivering a newborn.
There is no fees attached, based on what I know, to labor and delivery at the hospital. Persons who are accessing our operating theater for surgeries and so, the recommendation based on our guidelines, based on PAHO recommendation, it has been implemented throughout the region. It's not only in Grenada. We are doing PCR testing for persons. So we understand the risk, because if we were to put someone onto a machine in the operating theater and there were a positive case, you could understand catastrophe that can happen there, right? So we have to take all precautions in that case. So for the operating theatre and so, we have to do a PCR testing.
She is urging users of the social media platform where some of these reports have been circulating to be responsible when sharing information. Moving along, construction of a new wing at the Bishop's College in Carriacou is slightly ahead of schedule despite some minor challenges. It is part of a project funded by the Caribbean Development Bank and the Grenada Education Project GEEP to the tune of $10,451,656. Peter Copplestone, Senior Project Manager with Hanover Construction Company, says while there were delays as a result of the weather, the team put in the hours in January and February and cast the first floor slab.
We're currently constructing Block B, which is the block that will house the multi-purpose labs, the teacher staff room, administration and food and nutrition classrooms and clothing and textile classrooms. So we started the foundations in September. We completed the foundations in December and we installed the blockwork from ground floor up to the first floor level. We cast the first floor slab just last week and we're currently installing the columns and the blockwork from the first floor up to the roof level. So by the end of this month we're hoping to cast the ring beam and that will allow us to start construction of the roof.
Copplestone says once the roof is completed by the month of May, the construction team will move to begin work on the internal finishings of Block B. He also explained the plan in place to begin work on the existing buildings that are now in use by students.
We have to complete Block B first and then we can rehouse the students in Block B. And after the students are in Block B, then we can start the refurbishment of the Block A, which is the north-south block.
Okay, so all the different studies have now been concluded on the existing building in terms of whether it will be demolished, whether you can salvage what's there?
There is some, the east-west block will be, that is down for demolition. And at the minute we're looking at, with the client about a new block. We're still at the sort of negotiation stages with a new block being built.
Businesses in Carriacou are benefiting from the construction of the Bishop's College, as most of the materials that are available are purchased there.
We try to utilise the supplies in Carriacou when we can, so we've purchased blocks, cement, aggregates from Carriacou. Other materials we have to purchase in Grenada and ship in, so that's a challenge with the timing to make sure we get the materials on site in time, ready for the guys to use them on site.
The delivery date for the project, which began on September 1st, 2020, is March 2022. 95% of the labor force is from Carriacou. This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Hey, are you gonna wear your mask today? You see everywhere you go, there are rules you got to follow, so don't you say COVID-19 will delay. Take the opportunity to save your community. Don't be that guy, put a mask on your face if you're heading outside. It's your life, my life, more lives will be taken if we don't try. If you feel any symptoms, call the hotline. Stay inside until you feel fine. 6 feet away every day. Keep COVID-19 far from away. Keep Grenada safe. Be COVID-19 smart.
Welcome back. For the first time, 9 areas of skills training will be offered at the New Life organization in the upcoming school year in April. That's according to Executive Director at the organization, Margaret Yamoha. Registration for the new term will run from Monday, March 8th to Thursday, 11th. The New Life organization programs run for 13 weeks. During that time, consistent monitoring and assessment will be conducted to ensure a smooth transition.
We have food preparation and cookery. Now, all these programs I'm mentioning are CVQ programs.
Okay.
So we have food preparation and cookery. We have restaurant service. We have bartending. We have general agriculture. There's a new one that we are bringing on board, electrical, electronics, maintenance. This is a new standard that the NTA just approved. Then we also have solar installation and maintenance. We have plumbing. We have furniture making and carpentry.
The electrical electronics maintenance, skills for youth employment, general agriculture, solar installation and maintenance are all being offered under the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program SIEP. Sister Margaret also addressed changes that will be made in the scholarship and sponsorship programs.
Some of the programs come under regular NULO program, meaning you pay everything from beginning to the end. Or if you are serious but needy, somewhere along the line you can get sponsorship and get scholarship. And then some aspects are also under sponsorship. We have been running some of the sponsorship programs for a couple of years now. One under SIEP. I think a lot of people are already aware of it. It's almost coming to an end, I think, by next year. And then another one under the SKY, the Skills for Youth Employment, co-funded by the government of UK and the government of Grenada. We've been running that also since 2019.
Good.
Right. This is going to be the final phase
of that one.
Of that program. For the last phase of the project, we want people to earn the sponsorship. And so the life skills phase of it is going to determine whether going into the technicals, if you don't show any seriousness and you want to continue, you will have to pay.
And finally, in the news, grabbing the opportunity presented, Empower participants in Carriacou share on their decision to join the program and the experience gained in the life skills core development sessions to the direct skills training component of the program. The participants are now receiving training in electrical installation and small engine boat repair. We get more in this report.
The lives of many on the sister isle of Carriacou will be greatly impacted through the Empower program. The all-male program, which now provides an opportunity for young persons to receive direct skills training in electrical installation and small engine boat repairs, has begun to spread wings on the island. A proud participant of the Empower program, Kejoni Simon, uttered on his decision to join the program following a sea encounter last October.
I had one encounter where I almost went adrift, and I didn't really know what to do because the engine just shut down on me, and I was like, I cannot leave this land today. I had to make it back, and without me getting the engine started, I had to swim with the boat tied onto me and the next fella, and we swim until we meet a yacht. And when we meet the yacht realized that we was in distress, and the man gave us a call to call home and call for help. And after that, I heard there was an Empower program for youths to help them learn like small engine repairs and stuff like that. And I said, well, that is the place I should be.
Presently receiving direct skills training in electrical installation and small engine boat repairs, Danley Alexis says he has a passion for fishing. Alexis says the training in small engine boat repairs sparks his interest and has great plans of developing himself in the field.
We do basically two skills, the electrical part of it and then the outboard engine repair. But for me, I more based on the outboard engine repair because I deal with the marine life like every day. I deal with boats and on the seawater like every day. So the outboard engine repair part of the course is very good, 100% to Empower of bringing the skill to us. The outboard engine repair training is going very well so far, and I'm looking to take it further.
In his words of advice to his peers, Simon pointed.
And it's a very good program. It teaches you a lot, and even they wasn't giving you anything for the program, I still join the program because it's very beneficial. I could tell any youth out there on the block, it's very, very beneficial. And I mean, if ever you get a chance to come in this program, grab it, because to go overseas and study something like this, I know it costs plenty of money. So, it's a very good program.
Empower 2.0 was officially launched in March 2020. Reporting for the Division of Youth Development, I am June Paul.
And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Thursday, March 4th, 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherry Ann, and the rest of the GIS news team. Here's your weather. Partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate showers, becoming heavy at times. Tonight's minimum temperature 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. And want to big up Suzette and the crew boys, Suzette and Ala, and my mom and Lintona, and Jason and Jose and Kireen and Khadija and Michelle and Mishi. What's happening? I haven't seen you for 2 nights. What's going on? Cynthia, Cassie, Zaka, Avril. We have more than one Michelle's. We have Judy, and we have also Stacy, Osric with us as well, Sandra, and Eunice, Kenny, Noreen, and Vicky, Java, and everyone else. Thank you for watching, and we will touch base. Della, I see that you're there as well, and Teresa. Samantha is there with us, and Spice Girl is too, and Shamin, Brenda. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you, all right, Cynthia, and everyone else. Take care. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say Ja. No. Blessings to you and your family until we see you again tomorrow.